Hello everyone and welcome to my 2018 year-end sketchbook review. Wanting to go over the sketchbooks really quick that I had accomplished over 2018, as well as showing you the December sketchbook that I actually finished and haven't put up another video about. So with the first couple sketchbooks, I've already done videos and I'll put a link in the description, and every time we kind of go over one, I'll put a link in the card so you can watch the full video and full description if you like. And after that, I'll tell you about what I have planned for 2019. So, as you can see, I have 6 sketchbooks on the table. I was able to finish these 6 for 2018, which is a huge improvement from 2017, where I was able to accomplish just one. So I'm actually very proud about the fact that I was able to accomplish these sketchbooks. I would like to be able to get one a month, but that proves to be very difficult as work and family and everything else that goes around. But my goal is to try and finish one sketchbook every month for 2019 for sure, with one special sketchbook that hopefully will have a lot of interesting stuff that I can show at the end of the year. So why don't we just dive right in and take a quick look at some of these sketchbooks. So this one was my pocket sketchbook, right? Just mostly drawing ninjas as I normally do, right? And then having little kids from elementary school come in and draw more ninjas. Quick character designs. This is generally how I do my initial thought process when it comes to character designs. Quick profile will give you a lot of information on a character, and then if you like the way they look in profile, you should be able to create a full-on character, and it should be a little bit easier. These are quick, and they don't have to be right. Some of them are really horrible, and some of them are not, you know, and then I can continue to follow with them and go, oh, that was a great idea, let me go ahead and do that. Then with this, these were a art competition with my 4-year-old daughter. She would give us kind of an idea, and then we would just draw the same thing. She started rating them, as you can see here, and then I gave her the same numbers. Life drawing, I went to a museum and actually drew some ducks. You know, so. As you can see, sketchbooks, not exactly the holiest of holy, they're just ideas and a good place to put down sketches and to get young people into the actual idea of art. So I definitely let kids and anyone actually draw in my sketchbook, because it's just paper, and you know, I keep my important stuff, my final stuff, on like Bristol board or marker paper and stuff like that. Also, this is, you know, sketchbooks are like my journal. So most of them, a lot of them have a lot of writing in it, and then ideas for, you know, anything like how to properly plan, how to throw together a production, just anything to help me be a better artist and maybe even help some other people become more efficient in their art and stuff like that. Then, you know, profiles as usual. Yeah, this one's pretty simple. Then this was actually a prototype for Sketchbook of the Month. So this one was actually smaller. As you can see, this is the final product for Sketchbook of the Month sketchbooks. This was where it started, and since this was a prototype, everything kind of fell out of it. But this is really nice marker paper that I was able to do some drawings on. This is mostly, it was for Halloween. I found a prompt for Halloween stuff, not during Halloween, but I thought it was fun. And then a random drawing of Ghostface Killer. See, and then the book kind of falls apart at that point. Holds pencil really well. started trying to do some expressions. This is still my favorite expression that I was able to find online and do. I feel as though a lot of people have this, you know, they feel this way when they go to work or when they're in work and stuff like that. So this has been by far my favorite expression that I've drawn. I like this one, like I really like how this one came out, but this one is definitely my favorite. But I like this one, so it's just fun. Some more expressions. And more profiles, you know, trying to draw things. And then I started something, so you can see it's a 6-minute challenge. And it was just to get myself to draw, you know. What can I get accomplished in 6 minutes? Especially because I am a slow artist. So having a time limit is something that is really cool for me to see what I can actually get done, and if there's anything that I can move forward with. So these last couple ones were 6-minute drawings, except for this one. This one was not a 6-minute drawing. And I really do enjoy, I like this ninja, and I'm more than likely going to make this into someone, because I really like the way the mask worked out on this one. Okay. Then these are for Sketchbook a Month. Kaiser Studio Productions is putting on Sketchbook a Month, where they have a theme that is voted on by the community, and then every month the whole idea is to do a book, right? And this is the same marker paper that I got for the prototype book. Holds pencil really well. Pen, this ballpoint pen. And like I said, I'm flipping through these pretty quickly, at least these, because I've already done videos on them. And if you'd like to see and hear my thoughts on the majority of these, then just click on the link. But I definitely used this book. The theme for this one was original content. So I went ahead and tried to just create things that I thought was fun, mostly for a project that I'd love to work on called Ninja Empire. And so just thoughts, drawings. I love using the marker. It's like a 40% marker, some ballpoint pen and marker. It really gives a lot of depth to your work. And, you know, I just do really solid shapes, and it just, I don't know, that light and shadow just really gives a lot of volume to the characters, and it can also create a lot of mood and just character or personality for your character. A lot of this was done with ballpoint pen. And gestures. At the end of the month, I was really struggling to finish all my pages, so luckily original content, we're able to just do sketches, right? So that one. This one was hands for some reason. This month was hands. I don't know why. That's what they decided on. There was cool things like fantasy and dragons and all kinds of stuff like that, but hands is what they decided on. So, oh, and this one, I cracked the spine on this one as well. But I did enjoy the hands exercise, because I hate drawing hands. I really stink at them. And as I tell my students, you know, you need to draw the things you hate. So if you hate drawing hands, or if you stink at drawing hands, guess what? You should draw hands. And so that's what I did. You know, and so I took this challenge very seriously to try and figure out how to draw hands better. And once again, just using that 40% gray marker really just adds a lot of volume and depth to the drawing. Makes things look a lot more finished, even though it literally is just a ballpoint pen scribble. And a lot of broken ones too, you know, like what's that? That's sometimes you just got to keep making mistakes so that you can actually learn what not to do. Okay. That was my hands. This one was my favorite. Okay, this challenge, this was like my 80s, it was 80s themed, and so I was really able to drop back into my childhood and relive and enjoy all the things that I used to as a child. And I was trying a new technique. For those of you who know me, I'm actually very graphically inclined, so a lot of shapes, a lot of hard edges and stuff like that. And so I wanted to try a little bit of a blending style. It came out all right. I don't know. I think I'll just keep going back to my graphic style. Yeah, with just all kinds of great 80s characters that I really enjoyed drawing. Pencils, and as you can see, it went from full color to, oh my goodness, I don't have enough time to do these, so they just ended up being pencils. Some of these you can't really see, so get a little closer. Love the new Voltron. Nope. Melodia. So that was that. All right. So those are all the sketchbooks that I had done previously. So now I'd like to jump into this sketchbook, which was my December sketchbook. And I was once again going back to original content, and the idea that I was trying to do was take a character from mythology. Actually, it started off with mythology, and then I went to original content. So it started off with mythology, and I took a character from Asian mythology and tried to adapt just the idea of the character. And I don't exactly know if it happened, but it was the goddess of war who had 9 whips and stuff like that. And I didn't really, take everything to heart. And it was mostly just, I went and said, you know what, I'm gonna make a female warrior, that is just really cool. And I tried to create weapons, energy whips, different, trying to figure out, like, what kind of warrior do I want? Do I want a Xena warrior, or do I want something a little different, less armor, more, priestess type deal? And, just being able to go from one side to the other. And then, I was able to actually go, you know what, I really like this whole ninja idea, because, that's who I am. So it lent itself more to going towards a ninja type warrior, female warrior. And I really did enjoy that, and then her weapon of choice is this staff. Trying to come up with symbols, which I think all did not come out successfully, but they are what they are. I love the idea of a kabuki mask, trying to conceal who the person was. And then different hairstyles, because I just stink at drawing different hair, so trying to find some different hairstyles that worked. And I really like the idea of this, with like the kind of bob, but then trying to go, well, if I make it into a top knot, it would make more sense because the hair would be out of the way. Then these could be weapons as well. And then when you let it go, it could fall into this bob, so I really like that idea. And that's what I went with. All right, and went into full marker. Didn't draw the full character, but I like this kind of profile. It really gives a sense of who she is and stuff like that. So I think that this came out successful enough, and I'm probably going to end up using this character in Ninja Empire, so be on the lookout. She'll probably make an appearance again. Then with Ninja Empire on my brain, started drawing some different weapons. I really enjoy this staff. This will probably be a monk's staff. I don't know. It's very fantasy-esque, so I really enjoyed this one. I think this came out really nice. This kind of has a more traditional feel. You can kind of see these weapons. If you go to some of the Asian cultures, you'll see this kind of spear. The long-handled weapon, just to give you more distance, but also more control. I don't know who I can give that to, but I really do like that idea. Weapons. And then this is what I'm talking, notes. Ideas for a product that I think will help artists go to conventions and stuff. This is currently in production. can't really tell you a lot about it, but you know, it's there. Then I did a drawing, right? I'm sure you can see it's like a ghost, and then I forgot on the other side when I drew this guy. And I colored it in with marker, and it was like, oh yeah, it's gonna bleed through. It's okay because there's nothing on the other side. And then when I started flipping through it again, I was like, oh, well, I ruined that. Okay, so this is the first incantation of my character, the Black Dragon. And I think, I honestly, I like the way it looks. It's very bold, very colorful, but it's too armored for what I'm going for. And I don't think that it'll end up being this way, but I do enjoy it. It does look kind of interesting, but I don't think that this is going to be the final design. But it was nice to actually finally put the character on paper so that we could actually start seeing what he looks like. I wanted to do a re-incantation of G.I. Joe's Snake Eyes, where he's actually more snake, you know, so the name actually goes to something. And right here in this slit, the reason why this is really dark is that's where he can actually dislocate his jaw, just like a snake, you know. So I thought it would be really cool if Snake Eyes was an actual blind snake, but I didn't finish the design. It's okay. Ideas for a game. I'm always, you know, with my kids talking about making games and stuff, I'm always trying to come up with new games, things like that. Life drawing. Life drawing. Always great to go out and draw some life, draw some people and stuff like that. And then this very graphic style of light and dark, going from it's just one color to the other, you know, not really trying to add a whole bunch of shading, but seeing if I can actually convey the volume and depth of a character with just light and shadow. Then I did a study for this really huge guy who I want him to be like that. I want him to be gigantic, but, you know, still very thin. So he's very fast. It's deceptive. You know, he's really, really big and deceptive as how fast he moves and stuff like that. So I really wanted to push the idea of size with him to be just really big, really cut, and, you know, go from there and see if I can make that work. So I really like how it kind of came together. There's nothing to him, it's just muscles, but I can foresee myself really using this structure to make a character in the very, very near future. Character designs, ideas of weapons, random character, just started with some shapes and was like, let's see where this goes. But I kind of enjoy this weapon. I might do something with that. Life drawing. Once again, just character designs. I got a new brush pen that I tried, and it didn't work too well. The brush pen and me did not like each other, and it was a very soft brush, so I don't know, it didn't flow as well as some of the other ones that I've used. Just, you know, doing those profile character designs, see which shape, which head shape, which nose posture, which one can I use for a character. Character designs upon character designs. Oh, this is for a new project. That's what it is. This is for a new project that I wanna work on. Trying to form some YouTube series that I think would be really fun, a world building type thing. And so I was just trying to come up with a quick idea of what could I make for the main character? How could I make her look? And it was more fantasy based, and I was like, oh, well, maybe, you know, more militaristic kind of idea. So I'm just throwing ideas around, trying to see what I would like, what kind of weapons. Like, I really like this for a little knife or dagger or something like that. I like that. I like this ninja. Like, I think that once I actually land into a idea that I like, all of a sudden then all these characters start coming out, you know, kind of like, hey, I was here all along, you just need to draw me. So it's always fun being able to do that, and I like that. I miss actually just doing character designs like that. So, you know, here we go, just moving forward, you know, trying to create different things, and then symbols, like how can I make certain things work. Okay, so I always go back to G.I. Joe. Like, I love G.I. Joe. So I was like, I wonder if I could create like a new Cobra Commander. And so that's where this is, you know, it's trying to give a little militaristic, that cape thing that most people have when they're in superpower. And it's just fantasy based, you know, it's not very useful. It just looks cool. But I like the hood. I'm always a guy who likes hoods. So hood with military, I don't know, just figured it'd be an interesting idea to do. And then a world map. I don't know if you can see that. So the new project that I'm trying to put together needs an entire world. And so it's really cool to be able to go, this is the world, and then divide it up and, you know, move continents around and stuff like that, just to see if there's something there, you know, trying to push it away from what we know with the world and the way it looks, and then go, here's something different, and everything that you think you know about climate and all that stuff is gone. And so I mean, it was very simple to do this, but I really like how, like, you have this one giant continent where pretty much everyone's gonna live, and then all these sporadic little countries or islands and stuff like that. So I don't know, just seems like fun. So those were the 6 that I was actually able to accomplish over the span of 2018. I really hope to get more out of this year, out of 2019. I'm working on it, but as I said, there's one thing that I really want to push. Okay, so I'm going to take these away. And it's, last year I even said I was going to do something with this very large sketchbook, right? It's an 11 by 17 from Blue Line Pro. They do these really nice sketchbooks, got really nice paper in it, you know, but it's 11 by 17. Highly recommend it. I will put a link in the description so that if you're interested in it, you can go and pick it up. But what I want to do with this 11 by 17 sketchbook is I want to be able to do what I did in these 2 books for one, you know, I want to go and do this kind of character design, world building that I did in these books for one project. And so the whole book is dedicated just to the creation of that one story or that one project. And I think that that would be really cool to actually go, this is my Ninja Empire book, you know, so everything in there relates to the story. So it's really going to give me something to go, okay, I need to put this other sketchbook down and go grab this because I have some ideas for Ninja Empire. So in the end, I'm hoping that I will have this entire book done. So in 2019, at the end, at least one of these books will be dedicated solely to a project. I'm not going to tell you what the project is yet because I don't know. But I'm hoping to be able to do that and then still continue to do these kind of sketchbooks, you know, throughout for like life drawing or random anything, just drawing, right? So I hope that you will join me in that journey and continue to watch my sketchbook, my sketchbook tours. And I hope you like them. Thank you guys for actually coming out and watching this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like, please share it. And if you have any sketchbook tours of your own, please share it with me. I would love to see it. I would love to see what you guys are doing and the things that you are creating. It would be really, really awesome to have that kind of sketchbook community going. So please, if you have a sketchbook tour, please drop me a video response. I will gladly look at it, watch it, like it, share it. So thank you all very much once again for joining me on the 2018 sketchbook review tour. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, draw, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to check out some of my other videos, click on the link on your right. Or if you're interested in a more behind the scenes and personal look at what I do on a day-to-day basis, please click on the link that leads you to the vlog. Thank you very much, and we'll see you at the next video.